Hey everyone, it's Hezee here. I'm going to be talking about another Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 community wishlist video. The first video I did, I got a lot of feedback in my personal messages, and a lot of people telling me I need to talk more about adding certain things in, so I'm going to be doing this for this video. It's 2017 now when I'm making this video. There's been rumors saying that Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 is confirmed to come out in 2019. I personally am not 100% sure about it, but if it does, my goal is to make this video and send it in to the publishers, and hopefully they see it and they add these features that we need and really want in the game. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So real quick, I just want to touch up on a couple of basic things I mentioned in my previous videos, such as when you go Super Saiyan, your character's hairstyle should either stand up or it should be completely different and never just stay the same when you transform. The ability to have Super Saiyan God for your custom character, whether it's Super Saiyan Red or Super Saiyan Blue, we should have that for our Saiyan characters. And also the ability to change your character's aura to give it a different feel for your character. This feature I didn't talk about in my previous video, and it's the option to pick a different character while in the same roster list. So I don't want to have to exit the game and pick a whole different character just to go and do a PvP. I should have right in that section right there that you're seeing the option to pick any of the custom characters I made so I could do my PvP battles. Now, one thing we can all agree with is the fact that the story mode for Xenoverse 3 needs to be completely different from what we're normally used to. Xenoverse 1 story mode was good. Xenoverse 2 story mode was pretty much the same thing as the first game. For Xenoverse 3, we need something that's completely different. Like, give us something brand new that we're not accustomed to. What I'm really referring to is Dragon Ball Heroes. I've seen Dragon Ball Heroes. They have amazing things going on right now. A whole different storyline that we've never seen before. Super Saiyan 3 Broly is one of them. Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. Like, to have stuff like that added into Xenoverse 3, add like Dragon Ball Hero stuff in the game would be amazing. Timebreaker Bardock was a Dragon Ball Hero character and a really great addition to Xenoverse 2, which I think we would really enjoy. For our time break patrollers, we should have the option to be a good patroller where you go out and you correct the timeline and prevent any changes from happening in history. Whereas you should have an evil patroller who teams up with Towa and Mira to disrupt the timeline and gather energy. Something like that, I'm throwing out as an example, would be amazing. Not the same thing we're always used to where we fight the Saiyans and we go to Namek and the Cell games. Not the same thing that over and over. Something brand new for the game is really what we want. The whole new story mode will just take the game to new heights. Fans also want to have the realistic feeling. For example, if I destroy a building or a town, it needs to stay destroyed the entire fight. If I destroy half of Namek where I'm fighting, that part of Namek needs to be destroyed as well too, and not just reset over a period of time. If I blast a Kamehameha and it destroys the field, it needs to stay destroyed. And let's bring back beam struggles. The clash system in the game is okay, but at times it gets boring. So if I shoot a Kamehameha and my friend shoots a Final Flash, bring back the beam struggle feeling that we had in previous games. That would be totally epic. So I know I mentioned this before in my previous video, but I'll bring it up again because a lot of people are demanding, saying that they want to have this feature added back in. So in Ultimate Tenkaichi, when we had our created character and we trained with a mentor, we would have their skills, their movesets, their grapple, and I believe their aura. So in Xenoverse 3, we want to have the same thing added back into the game again. So for example, if I train with Vegito Blue, I want to have his fighting style and his aura for my custom character. And I have the option to pick between different characters. So if I train with Goku, if I train with Zamasu, I want to be able to fight like each individual character. Something like that definitely gives the entire custom character a different feel and make people want to play with their own character more instead of the cast characters. Hairstyles. Hairstyles is one of those things that we need. We need to have more hairstyles to choose from and not just the same thing. We don't want to rely on accessories for different hairstyles as well too. Also, as Saiyan characters, when we transform, our hairstyles need to change. So if we take a certain type of hairstyle next to that type also needs to have an icon that indicates when you transform, this hairstyle also changes. That feature needs to be included. Also, before I go any further, big thank you for giving us Super Saiyan 4 along with our tails for our custom characters. We've been asking for that for quite a while. I know I've mentioned before in a previous video, and I was super hyped to see that we actually got it. So huge thank you for giving us that. Now I want to go on and talk about accessories. So we want to have more accessories for our characters. So for example, if I do use the Super Saiyan 4 accessory, I also want to have the option to add on another accessory. So like if I have the Super Saiyan 4 accessory, I want to have the Z sword attached, or some sunglasses attached, or even Bardock's headband attached. Like more things to play around with. The more accessories we have, the cooler it looks. And let's also get these Saiyan tails moving. Dragon Ball Xenoverse is the game that allows you to create your own character. However, it's kind of a letdown when your own character doesn't even have a simple conversation. So for the next Xenoverse 3 game, allow our characters to actually use their mouth and talk and have an actual dialogue. So if I'm in the story mode and Trunks or a Z Fighter or the Supreme Kai asks me a question, I don't want my character to just nod his or her head. I want them to actually open their mouth and say something like, "Yes, I understand," or "I'm on my way, I'm here to help." Something like that, you know. We choose voices for our characters when we start the game for the first time, but they never ever say anything unless they're doing an attack. So let's make a big change to that and give our characters some dialogues. So before I end this video, I just want to mention a couple more requests different members in the community have been asking for, such as the Great Ape transformation for your Saiyan characters, as well as more Dragon Ball Super characters. So when we get a DLC, don't just give 2 Dragon Ball Super characters, give more characters at once, not just 2. Also add in some new characters who haven't made an appearance in the game in quite a long time. So Hachiak, Bardock's friends, add more people into the game, increase the roster. Also add in more giant boss missions, so like Harudagon, more expert missions. And last but not least, some slim majin characters. So give us the option to create a slim majin race instead of just a fat or female version. Last but not least is the servers.
Lag out the game
Servers
already, man. Stop
need
playing.
to be adjusted. A lot of time when we go online in battles, we'll find ourselves lagging against an opponent who may have 3 bars of connection or more. And it's quite annoying when your stamina breaks don't connect and your hits just miss out of nowhere, or your ultimate attacks are easily avoidable. So for the next game, let's have a more stable and functionable server, please. So yeah, that's been it. That's been the wish list of the Xenoverse community. Hopefully I touched on the topics you guys wanted me to touch on. Hopefully voices get heard. Hopefully Bandai and Dimps listens to this video and add these new features in we would love to see in the game. So thank you guys. Thank you for helping me with this. Thank you for the positive feedback, and hopefully we have a great Xenoverse 3 game. Till then, guys, I was Son Hezee. Peace.